Hello and welcome back to this another episode of how to extend our JWT authentication application that we saw in our previous tutorials. So if you've not gone through them, please do so that you can understand that which we are going to demonstrate here. So in our last tutorial, or in the tutorial that we just part of the tutorials that we have just done for this series was the demo of our book rental application. So that one is again also completed. You can check it out, which is just a simple way to extend our JWT authentication. The reason why I say extend is because it is good to have an authentication application, but knowing how to extend it in a way that will solve a problem, that is very important. That's why I saw it is very important to showcase how we can make this demonstration so that one can gain insight into how better to go about it. Once again, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so. It goes a long way in supporting our work. Yeah, and of course, leave a comment, a like for that which you want us to even cover more in the tutorials that are coming ahead. So this is another exciting opportunity for me because I'm demonstrating yet another application of how you can extend your JWT authentication application. And in this case, I'm talking about our what I call the HRMS and payroll application. I think this one is a bit more complex. It has more functionality, and I think for me it is far the best in terms of really seeing the many complexities that you can put together to have a full-fledged application. So I'll dive in and just showcase to you what it has, and then let's see your comments and your views about it. So let's get started. So I'll launch my web API application. So I'll come here. Yeah, so that's the web API, and then I will launch the client. Yeah, so this is our HRMS and payroll application, as you can see. So now you can see the UI. This no the API. It's really lengthy. It has a lot of details about employee roles, salary, and reporting. Basically, what a HRMS system can do. All of them are here, including pulling of payslips and all that. So let's log in. Let me get the user that I have here. So I have this, then I will log in that. So login successful. Good. And you can see this is our homepage. So our homepage is showing us our active employees. So those who join for that month. So let's say if you add new employees for this month, which is March at the time of recording, so they'll appear here. Then also the staff you exit on this month, they'll also appear here. And then the total departments. So this is the department count. Currently, all the users I have are within the IT department, as you can see. So we have so many functionalities. So we have the dashboard. Then within our metadata, you have employee salary, departments, grade, payroll accounts, employee allowances, deductions. We have calculations. So we have allowances, allowance categories, all this. Then we have reporting, payroll, and then the payroll approvals, then the system users, then the payroll output, where you now get your your payslip. So let me begin with the employee. So Of course, that's the foundation of this entire application. So before you can have any HR, you must have the employees. So you can see I was able to load 11 employees, and the way you load it, we have two functionalities. You can do a single load for the employee, so you'll fill all these details, and then you will submit. So you can see it will give you errors because there is nothing I have passed. But you fill all of them, then you submit. But the easiest way, if you have a bulk upload, and of course this is the template that you're supposed to use to get the correct result. So you'll see you can come and choose here. So I had a few documents that I had used when I was loading. So it is part of these documents that when you download this project you'll get. So you have this HRMS. So you can see it will read. So what you'll do, it will read the Excel sheet, and then it will populate the list that is there. So you can see it as populated, and you can even go through each to just confirm that the details are okay. And then once you're okay with everything, you just say create bulk. So it will not create because these users already exist. They already exist in the database. Okay. So these ones are already created. And then again, so if you come back to home, so you can see these are the users I loaded with the bulk file. So you can edit a user, like this one is a sample of a user. So you can change from single to married, or from IT to operations, from probation to confirmed. So currently you have Bank of America, then with some of sample branches, and then very many other details. We have documents that you can submit. So all these are details about an employee. So the other thing is that you can resign an employee. So let's say if this month Tom has left, so you just come here and then you click resign employee, and you see when you say resign, it will tell you to give the reason, and then give the last working date for the employee, and then the resignation date. So these are supposed to be to help in the history of tracking the employee exit procedures. Then of course you can delete an employee. Then for salary again it's the same thing. So this one you can come here and do a single load of salary. So you'll select the the employee. For example, if you select this, it gives you the name so that you don't confuse. Then you put the salary that is expected here, and then you save. So if you come here, you can again do a bulk upload. So choose, then I have this salary upload. So it will read again the salaries, and then you just create bulk. Again, it will not, because I already did it for the list that you're seeing. And then of course you have the template that you're supposed to use so that you don't get errors. So we have department. Again, you just create it as normal, so normal CRUD, grade, banks, it's the same thing. So you can see we have the payroll accounts. So the various accounts, when you run the payroll, they are part of the reports that come out. So these ones you can change it to suit your needs, but it is the package you download for the project. All this data will be there because we have a backup database that I have placed as part of the project. So the other interesting part is the employee allowances. So here you select you add the allowance, and the allowances are tied for each month and year. So for example, if I come here and do a single, so I say for an employee like this one, so I select an allowance like acting allowance. I say an amount is, let's say, 3,000. So the month I say is this January, then, or let me say February. So that is it. So you can see the month is 2, the year is this. You can again edit. And then the other interesting part, if you select multiple, it gives you can delete, and then you can clear them. So you can bulk delete whatever you select. Then of course you can search. You can search. So you can search here per month. So to tell you what is happening. And then of course you can again do a download of of those uh, of those allowances if you want to do further reporting on it. So let's see. So that is it. So you can see it is giving you only for that for that uh, for that month. That's very good. The same thing to deductions. Again, you can see it gives you the ability to mass delete and clear. So let me just clear. You can again search for the month. Okay. The same thing for reliefs. You can again do the same functionality actually. For that, you can edit, do all those things here like that. So the other interesting part is for the allowances. These ones are the allowances that you saw. So you can add an allowance, all this. So and select the account which the allowance belongs to. Then the category of the allowances. We have the deductions also. You can create deduction. You can see. So the deduction type, is it company statutory? Is it the calculation type? This one helps us in the tax calcs, which I'll explain shortly. Then auto compute, is it true or false? So if it is true, it means it will not give you an option to specify a specific thing for that. It means the system will auto calculate some of those that deduction. A deduction like pay, you see, like pay which is for every employee. You don't want to be inputting. There's just a formula you put, and then when you run the payroll, it will calculate for each employee and give the correct output. So that's why this is an option there. So let's go to tax scales. So tax scales, they give you the, like you see for payee, which is what you pay as a tax to the government as part of your salary. You can see it's giving you the bands of which the calculations are done. So if your salary is from 0 to 24,000, 10% taxes will be applied. If it is 24 to 32, it's 25%. Then 30% for anything above 32,000. NSSF for National Social Security Fund. This one is NHIF for the health insurance. Again, it's a government statutory deduction. So we also have housing levy, which is a 1.5% of the basic of the gross, of the gross salary. So all these are what you configure, and you can see when you're configuring the tax scales, if you select a particular deduction here, it will tell you like it will tell you which it will give you the options to select the one that is expected. And then of course so we have also the financial year, so the year that you are working on. And then we have the create payroll jobs. So this is where you create the payroll tasks that you want to run. For example, you can see for January we closed it, so we ran and closed it. So I want to try for February. I want to demonstrate that with February. So once a payroll is closed, you cannot edit or do anything. What you can only see is the pay slips that are there for that particular month. Okay, so let's see, it is here actually. So once a payroll is closed, you can only see the pay slips here. You can see I can only see for for January. So this is it. So if I come and download, yeah, so it is here. So I have downloaded. So if I put the password, which is the PF number or the employee number. So you can see it is calculating, it's giving you everything that you need to know. And remember, this can be adjusted to suit the environment where you are. So this application is it is sorry, I think it stopped. Let me just come back. So as I was saying, this application is borrowing from the samples of a Kenyan tax system, or it is from an environment of a Kenyan employee. But the chances of changing to suit a country like the US or Canada or Nigeria or which one, or even Saudi Arabia or even Bangladesh, Asia, it's possible to adjust it to suit your situation, because all that is needed to be done is at this point where you come and where is it, under the calculated tax scales, you just add that which is from your country, and then you are able to you are able to to know whatever we are talking about. I don't know why this one is not displaying. Just a minute. Yeah, so I just realized there were changes I made on this page, so I just restored them. So you can see this, all these whatever is happening here. It is showing you the different tax scale, the different deductions that you can set, the different calculation types. For example, if it is payee, you'll put a percentage. If it is NSSF, you'll put a fixed amount. So if it is B for fees, it will be a fixed amount. If it is, which one? Let's say Ushuru Sacco, it will be a fixed amount. So many have a fixed amount which you pass when the payroll is being processed, but very few are a percentage. Let's say like housing levy, you can see it will give you a percentage. So that is why I was saying at this point you can see payee is a percentage. Means it's a percentage. This means it is fixed. It's just a fixed amount. Like NSSF, it's a fixed amount like 2160 shillings, which you pass to the payroll, and then it is calculated. If you check, I think if you check the pay slip, if you check the pay slip, like for January, for example, let's go back here. So get this, let's download. So it's here, open, open, yes. So you can see on this pay slip we have what you call under deductions, we have NSSF. So you can see it is 2160, which is here in these tax scales here. Where is it? Here. It is here. So if I change this value, let's say in the next payroll to something else, the value that is here is the one that will be picked. So it's fixed. But these ones are a percentage. So you get 30% of your salary, of your of your net taxable income. That is. Yeah. So you can see. So here, where is it? Let's go back. So this is it for the payslip. You can see there's a logo there, then some sample descriptions, then the title, and then all those that pertains. This slip can be changed again to suit the country you are in. You just need a few adjustments, which even if you need me to help, I can help. It's just that we will have to discuss and know how we can assist each other on that. So moving on, as I had said, we have the allowances. So these are the allowances you can have, the category of the allowances, deductions, reliefs. So the tax scales, I've talked about it. That's where we adjust our percentages and our fixed amount for various deductions. Then we've talked about The financial year, you add it here. The monthly pay slips. So this is where before the payroll is approved by the last person, so it will appear for confirmation, as you'll just see it shortly. And then there's another thing up here. So these are the other CRUD functionalities you can do, like for location. You can see you can add more here. Again, if it is for what else, we have the currency, you can add it there, and so on and so forth. So if I come where, so here, so this is where you run the payroll. So for example, I have checked all the employees are supposed to be are okay for the payroll. That is, if I come here and the employees that are here, any employee that is here is eligible for the payroll when the payroll runs. So he'll receive the salary that is there. So that's why you have to check that people that are here, not people who have resigned or people who are added by mistake. It has to be, the list has to be accurate. So your HR manager has to constantly ensure that the list here is up to date and accurate, because the payroll will run for 11 items. So if I come here, so here when you are creating, you can create a payroll task. You cannot duplicate. For example, if I say I want to January, it will not accept. For February, it will not accept because they are already here. So you don't need to create them. So once you create them, it will have a status pending. Pending meaning it is waiting to be processed. And then this one, you can clear payroll. So that is once you run the payroll, you can clear it. But sometimes you can just clear it so that there is no record for that payroll. So you clear it and then you run. So it will give you this drop down, this dialog, sorry. So you run the payroll. So once you run it tells you it's successful, then it changes the status to processed. Okay. And again, you can clear the payroll and rerun afresh if you have adjusted a few things that you feel were off. So once you run that, you'll come here, you can see it will now you'll have February here. And then you can check the pay slips to see that they are fine. And if you're okay with them, why not? So you can, let's say, open one, think to the same thing. So if there's nothing that has adjusted, then you expect the payroll will just be okay. The pay slips will be okay. But if there's something you have adjusted, let's say you've changed the NSSF to another value, you have to ensure that that reflects accurately. So once you run and you feel this is okay and we have everything okay, and even you can confirm from these reports, because if you come here, it will give you the summaries. So it will give you the payroll summaries. You can download that. So you can see, so it's giving you for salary. Let's see how the report looks. So it is, you can see here it is giving you for 11 employees. So it's giving the total annual monthly basic. Again, you can get the employee salary. So it is giving you for all the deductions and everything, including even pension. So, and it's telling you the month and the year for that report. Again, we have what you call the TTUM report. So this one is for for the employees at a glance. You can see again it's telling you the account for the employee to be credited and the net amount that needs to be credited. Again, also it's giving you the movement for this the different deduction and allowances which needs to be moved, because some need to be moved to be credited to a government account or any other account that receives the statutory payments for the staff or for the employees. So those are the reports that we have. So now once you run and the reports are fine and the pay slips are okay, so you come to the approval. The approval is in 4 steps, which again you can adjust to suit your own liking. But you will come here, select, that is February. So it will give you, again, you can see the reports here, you can download. Then it can give you the summary of whatever we have. So this summary is just to give you quick info if it's okay. Then if you're okay with it, you'll click approved, then say test, maybe for example, then create an approval. So once you create an approval, you see you'll have it here and you're setting it's the payroll admins. And once you've approved, you cannot approve again. So the next person has to approve. So let's quickly log in as this one. So my password is 126. So I'll come here. So approvals, payroll. So I've logged in as Norris. So if we come here like this, so again I'll see that this person has approved and then I can approve. So the approvals are sequential. They are not non-sequential. So meaning it has to be from the payroll admin, then the HCM, the head of HR, will approve. Then once that is done, I will log in as the head control. So let's see, the head control is this one. Like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Login. Yeah, so come here, approve, select. So again, approve, test. So get, you can't approve. So this is the control approval. Then log out again. Then we have this one. So this one is from the CEO. See, so we have approval. This. So approved, test, approved. So once it's approved, you see now what happens. So of course I cannot approve again. So if I come back to the payroll tax, so you can see it is telling me now that this payroll is closed. So once it is closed, it means you can come here, then you see here, so you can now get the payslip here. Okay, so as JWT polls, you can get your payslip here. So you can download, start, open. Yeah, so you can see that's your payslip. Okay, so now if you log in as a normal user, like I think uh, this one should be which one? Let's see. So if I come, yeah, if I come to system users, yeah, sorry. So I don't have a system user. Let me try and change this from add admin to a user. So let me change the password here to password 1. Password 1. Yes, so if I log out and log in as this, so you can see for a normal user, and that's the what a normal employee will see. He'll just see currently the dashboard and he can just pull the payslip that he needs. Okay, so this is Brittany Carson's. You can just see again. He can pull for whichever month. So this is January, like that. So you can pull for whichever payslip you need. So as something that is ongoing is the P9 form that is used for filing returns for each financial year in Kenya. So this is a phase 2 kind of development. Yeah, so let me log in again. I don't know why my API is misbehaving. It's taking time to bring the results, but that's fine. So you can see again we are back here. So that is it for the major function. You can see we have more functionalities than the other application that we handle for the book rental, and it can give you insights into how best to handle and go about this. So once the approval is done, you cannot see the payslips here. You only see it as an employee, a normal employee. So whether you're an admin or not. So I think that is it for the HRMS application. Please drop a comment or a like for what you think about it and how best you can improve it. All these build on Blazor WebAssembly and the JWT token. And this is another theme. It's not admin LTE. I think the next tutorial I'll be talking about where I get my themes that I use for some of the applications that I have. But I think thank you very much for staying tuned and for passing by to see the things that we are doing. And I will see you next time. Thank you.